We are taking around 200 elephants from one reserve in South Africa and moving them more than 1,000 miles to a national park in Mozambique. It's basically a huge elephant road trip, which sounds like a pretty ridiculous thing to do, unless you understand why we're doing it. This is Moving Giants. Our story begins in Venetia Limpopo Nature Reserve in South Africa, which is suffering from a unique problem: too many elephants. Elephants are massive, and while their presence disrupts the ecosystem in ways that are positive, when you go over carrying capacity, this disruption turns into destruction, ruining the lands for all the flora and fauna, and in the end, making it inhospitable for elephants themselves. This is where we get to a guy named Pete. He works for De Beers Group, which owns and takes care of the Venetia Limpopo Nature Reserve. Pete wanted to save these elephants from themselves and all the other plants and animals they unintentionally put at risk. So he set out to find a new home for the 200 too many elephants. But while almost everyone in the world loves elephants, it's hard to find a place that can protect and provide for 200 of them. Pete had to think outside of the box. He reached out to the folks at Peace Parks Foundation, a nonprofit working with the Mozambique government to rewild the country. Mozambique suffered from a 2-decade civil war that killed about 1 million people and wiped out most of the wildlife. Without the big 5 animals to attract safari tourism, Mozambique is struggling economically to bounce back from the devastation of war. Elephants are a keystone species. They pave pathways through thick vegetation and spread seeds through their dung, which diversify the landscape and provide nutritious food for smaller animals to thrive on. So let's recap. We've got one reserve where the elephants are threatening their own destruction, and a national park that can't recover from a dark past without elephants to help bring it back to its former glory. And that is where Moving Giants comes in. We're a partnership between De Beers Group, Peace Parks Foundation, and the governments of South Africa and Mozambique. And we are on an unprecedented mission to save 200 elephants and 2 ecosystems, to help the people of Mozambique by bringing training, tourism, and jobs back into the equation. And this story is only just getting started. Like Moving Giants to follow along.